I was like, Jesse's right. Like, I really do love the hell. I mean, I can't get out of it because I want to hold on to it because it's my identity and I feel like I work to be this type of person and I don't want to let it go, but I know that it's wrong. And hey, Jesse, how you doing?
All is well, Aaron.
That's good. So I wanted to answer the biblical question and had a comment.
Why do you interfere with the natural flow of your life?
I think it's my ego, and I struggle with this still. Like I want to have control. I want to play God. I want to manipulate reality to bend to my will, but not God's will. And so I think it's maybe I'm not. I would say that maybe I'm not trusting God.
And when you say you struggle with it, what are you doing to struggle?
I'm still identifying, and I'm still attached to my thoughts and thinking that they're correct. Thinking that, well, if I want it to be this way, it's because it's the right thing, and then I need to like change reality to fit that.
And if you know that, why don't you stop?
I don't know. I still like that's one reason I wanted to call is because I feel like I do the silent prayer and there's a part of me is holding on to the ego, like it won't let go. It's thinking that if I let go of the ego, I'm gonna lose who I am, my beliefs, and I'm trying to overcome that.
Um, Interesting. I'll respond to biblical question on Sunday if the Lord is willing, and the creek don't rise. But so I do want to respond to what you just said about holding on to the ego thing. And what is exactly is the ego?
For me, it's what my mind is identifying as my personality, my beliefs, my ambitions, the things that are in my head that aren't really real, but I believe they're real because it feels real, I suppose.
Right. And so why don't you, knowing that, even if it's intellectual knowledge right now, knowing that it's not you, all thoughts are all lies all the time, and all these goals and ambition and plans and things that you have, why not just relax and take the pain of that, not fight against it at all, so you can overcome that false identity? Because when you stop fighting with the pain, with the thoughts, and just stand and look at it, you will overcome it. It will be destroyed. Why keep fighting with it?
I think because I still love the hell that I'm in. Like, I know that, honestly, I thought of that yesterday. I was like just miserable, and I was asking myself why, and I was like, Jesse's right. Like, I really do love the hell. I mean, I can't get out of it because I want to hold on to it because it's my identity, and I feel like I work to be this type of person, and I don't want to let it go, but I know that it's wrong, and honestly, Jesse, I don't know. I mean, that's really my answer. I think I just still haven't decided that I hate the hell enough to let it go.
That's interesting. Well, here's what I encourage you to do. And so you're doing the silent prayer every day, every morning, every night?
Yes, sir.
So the next time you have that pain that you said you had yesterday, the conflict and all that, I want to encourage you to do nothing about it. Just stand there. You know how if you stand on the sidewalk, there's a car accident, and you have to stay on the sidewalk because the cops won't let you go over to the car and see what happened or do anything about it. I want to
Right.
encourage you to watch the thought and the pain in the same way and do nothing about it at all. And that's what it means to let go. Just feel the pain, knowing that the pain is not you, that the pain is coming from the car accident, which is the mind, the thoughts, right? And that all thoughts are all lies all the time about anything. So just stand on the sidewalk and watch the accident and do nothing about it.
Okay, so the more I practice that, the more it'll be like my mind will just kind of automatically know, oh, that's a car accident. I don't need to pay attention to that. And
Yeah.
right now, it's like I'm like trying to get behind the police line and look at the car accident, and I want to see what's going on.
Yeah. No, you just want to
And
stand there on the sidewalk or on top of the mountain and watch the accident. And even if you see bodies laying out dead, there's nothing you can do about it. You just see what you see it, but there's nothing you can do about it. And I know some people they fake sadness and tears when they see a body dead at an accident because they want to feel good too. They want to feel like they have love. Oh, I care about the dead body. And so when you see the body laying out there, just watch it and don't overreact. Just watch it, and it will die. The ego nature will die. But as long as you do something other than watching the pain and the thoughts, you're giving it life.
right, I remember the silent prayer. You said that if you kind of like feed into it, it'll actually encourage it and make it worse. But if you just let it go, it'll just go away.
Yeah.
And I wanted to say too that one thing that kind of woke me up is because this is actually biblical what you're saying. Jesus did teach this, and I was reading the Bible thumper, but I was reading John chapter 3, and he actually says that which is born of the flesh is flesh, and that which is born of the spirit is spirit. Do not marvel that I say to you, you must be born again. The wind blows where it wishes, and you hear the sound of it, but cannot tell where it comes from and where it goes. So is everyone who is born of the Spirit. And that kind of gave me like an epiphany where I'm thinking, that's what Jesse's saying. Like if you're born again, you just go along with life. You're not. It's like the biblical question. Like you don't struggle against the flow. You're born of the Spirit. You're like water. You know, you don't. You're like the wind. You go where it goes, and you don't fight it. And I was like, man, Jesus said the same thing. That's interesting.
Everything that I talk about is in the New Testament. New Testament.
Yeah,
Everything is in there.
yeah,
Their whole life is in there, but most people can't receive it or understand it because they have been they read the Bible and they're stuck into the intellectual part of reading, and so they have the knowledge of good and evil, which is evil itself, instead of going beyond the knowledge and to wisdom. And they hate wisdom and they love knowledge, and that's why they're suffering. But it's in the New Testament. We have a new life now. We have new commandments to love our enemies as ourselves, to forgive and not hate, to give up and let God, to just everything. It's all there, but it's been missed.
yeah. It's just like the Pharisees. Jesus kept telling them, like, look, you know the word, you know the scripture, but you don't love my Father.
Yes.
But you always preach the word, you always talk about the word, but you don't know me. And I mean, that's how I see. That's kind of how I was too. I mean, I was intellectually within Christianity, and I know the word, but I didn't really know what it meant, and I didn't really love God the way. But I could recite it, I could tell you the word, but
Yep. But now
yeah,
that you can see, you're not going to be able to, and you're seeing it beyond the intellect. The intellectual people can't see, and that's why they still overreact to things. They judge, and they call it something else. They resent, and they give it another name, excuse. But that's why now that you can see, you're going to be fine. Just stay with it and stop fighting with the pain and the thoughts and pain, but take it, and you're gonna see. If you stay with it, you stay with it no matter what. Even if you have to repeat it 1,000 times a day, you're gonna see that you're not those thoughts, and you're not the pain. You're not your body. You have never been, and you never will be. You just have identified with it as though it is you. You call those things be not as though they were, right? And you're going to see that you're not that. You'll be fine.
okay. Well, I appreciate that, Jesse. I'll call again if I still have some questions. And I wanted to ask. So I watched the Nick stream, and I'm about to let you go. But I watched the Nick stream the other day, and is it every Friday?
Yeah, every Friday at 4 p.m. Pacific time. Next stream on YouTube
Okay.
there. And you can
Well, yeah,
podcast
yeah.
his shows as well. And sometimes he does it on like a Sunday or a Saturday or something like that.
Cool. Okay. Well, I encourage everyone listening to go check out the Nick stream because it's amazing. He goes in virtual reality and starts talking to some wild people, and it's pretty entertaining. So
Yeah, it's good. I like it. After a while, he's going to be going full time Monday through Friday. And so keep an eye on that. Let me ask Aaron before I let you go here. So they just had a major tornado down there, right, in Mississippi.
yeah.
Were you affected by that at all?
No, but I am going this Friday to bring them some water and a U-Haul and stuff. So I mean, it's pretty close,
Oh,
like
good.
3 hours away.
Amazing. Oh, so it's 3
Yeah.
hours away from you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. How did you find my show? How did you find us?
I became a Christian like 2 or 3 years ago. I've been listening probably for like 2 years, and
Oh, okay.
I was just I was looking at different Christian talk shows, and I was looking for the truth really, and just kind of I think it was from Get a Job. I saw some clips, and at first I was like, man, this dude is I thought you were trolling. Like, man, this guy's so funny. I don't like he's just messing with people, and then but the truth like shone through like a diamond. Like I could see, no, this is real. Like this is exactly what my mind is tormenting me, and you kind of get people in with the humor, but then the truth is really there, and it made me stay.
Nice. Amazing. How old are you now?
I just turned 30 like 5 days ago.
Right on, man. Well, stay with it. Stay with it. So you're Jesus' age, right? How old was Jesus when he died?
It was 33, I think.
Oh, okay, 33.
He started his ministry when he was 30, though.
There, see there? Now you're waking up at 30.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I wish you well, man. Stay with it, all right?
All right. Thank you, Jesse.
All right,